If you think you can or you can't, you are right. Well, you may have heard that phrase before, you may not have. This may be the first time. And if it is the first time you've heard that phrase, I'm happy to have introduced it to you. I'm Greg with the Job Tips and Straight Talk channel. Today's Straight Talk video, unedited and scripted with all the coughs and the sneezes and hums and so on, all in this video because it comes straight from my heart to yours without changing anything from start to finish. Listen, this is a very important concept for you to understand, particularly if you are a young person, say in your teens, going through your 20s, maybe 30s, and you're developing your career, you're developing your life habits, your life, I would say habits, but I suppose the trajectory that you want your life to go on. Because too many times people don't do things because they just think they can't, and therefore they don't even try. So I want to encourage you to think of big things. And big is a relative term. Big compared to what? For some people, big is starting Tesla, building rockets, taking over Twitter, going to the moon, starting a new industrial revolution, inventing some big thing that changes the world. And for some people, big is stepping out of the environment that you're used to, in a protected environment at home, or maybe one that held you down, and stepping out simply into a level or two above where you came from, or what you're used to, or what you were told as a young person that you could achieve or not. So whatever big is to you, get out of your comfort zone and try something big. Now let's move this into the employment realm. Let's say you're on the job and you don't see yourself going any further in your career or in your current company or in your job. How can you think big? How can you go bigger beyond where you are right now if you think that there is a block wall in front of you or a glass ceiling above you? Well, think of how can I make my present job bigger, better? How can I be more effective in what I'm doing? How can I make my visibility to my boss's boss, better in a good way? Not in a way that threatens my boss or threatens other people, but makes them see me in a light that would help them move me to bigger and better things. So even if you don't have the power within you to make a bigger or better change immediately, or maybe directly from your hand, or at your hand, I should say, you can influence others around you by the quality of your work, by your integrity, by your level of excellence that you place upon yourself, right? But if you say, well, I'm only going to be in this job or at this level because that's all I see myself doing, and therefore I'm only going to perform at this level, you will become a self-fulfilling prophecy. That is to say, in your mind, you don't see yourself going any further ahead in life, and you may have another 30, 40 years, 50 years maybe, to be productive. But those years may be no more productive than you are right now. And if you're completely happy with where you are, fine. But if you're not, maybe because of your mindset, you don't try other things or try to position yourself in such a way where you can move beyond where you presently are, then of course you end up still staying in that position, in that level of work, in that line of work, at that level of productivity or level of success, however you define success, and that then is the embodiment of that self-fulfilling prophecy concept I just mentioned a moment ago. So remember, if you think you can or you can't, you are right. And only you can change that. I hope this straight talk video helps you a little bit, or maybe a lot. Please like, subscribe, share, comment down below what you think about the video. And maybe maybe also, here's that unedited portion, maybe also suggestions of what you might like to see in future videos. If you have questions about the concept, about the topic, put those questions in the comments. And as I'm notified of comments coming up, sometimes I get notified delayed, that's okay. As I'm notified, I'll respond to those comments as quickly as I can, I promise. Well, I am Greg from the Job Tips and Straight Talk channel. That was hard to say. And I hope you have the kind of career, life, job that you want to have. Take care.